You know what? I hear a lot of women tell me the same thing. That they love to say, I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. I'm a good woman. And when they tell you why they're a good woman, they say the same things because, I love my man. I support my man. That's all fine and dandy. It all sounds great on paper. But there's a difference between support and motivation. Some women support men, literally. Like that man is like another dependent in their life. They will take care of that man every step of the way. That brother ain't looking for a job. That brother don't want a job. That brother has no intention to show any kind of loyalty to that woman, and she's fine with it. That's sad to say. It's sad to see that. But there's a lot of women who fall down that path. And the thing about it is that when you say support, ladies, understand it between support and motivate. You can support some people by, giving them that emotional support. But when you financially support somebody who's not trying to get better, you're only making the problem worse. See, a good woman a lot of times will support and motivate. That's the one thing that a lot of women kind of leave out for that equation. They'll say, I'm supporting him, I'm supporting him, I'm supporting him. You need to motivate some people. Sometimes you have to give that person a reason to start stepping it up. I'm sorry I say, a lot of men will not change. A lot of men will not evolve. A lot of men will not grow as a person unless they are motivated and they are made to evolve. You need to motivate them. You have to find something that will make them say, hey, I can't do this no more. Some women are great at that. Some women I've met, when it comes to motivation, they're the ultimate motivator. They know what to do. They know what they have to do to get their man to do the things they need to do. And I've seen guys like that. I'll give you a perfect example. Look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's wife, you ever see Kobe before he got married to her? She cleaned him up. She knew how to motivate him. She knew how to address him. She knew how to mold him into something better. She saw a bump of clay and she molded him to a well-respected athlete, minus scandal here and there. But still, the fact of the matter, she knew how to change him. She knew how to give that a nice little polish to make him understand how to use that money properly. How to, look suave. Some women are great at that. Some women are great at motivating men to do their best. Because it's true, I've met some men like that. I have friends that I've seen who they used to look shitty as hell. I'm not going to use my friend's real name, but I'm going to call him Chill. My boy Chill's cool as hell. I like him. Love hanging out with him. But he would always look bummy. He would look bummy like at least 50% of the time hanging with Chill. He would look bummy. And you would look at him like, dude, you don't look ugly. You can pull some chicks if you style yourself properly. And so I remember for years he would just look bummy 50% of the time. 50% of the time he would look nice, 50% of the time he would look bummy jack. And I remember one day he came to where I was working and he had his hair cut off. He was neat, he was clean. And I mean, it was funny because I'm sitting there, I didn't know who he was at first. I'm sitting there like, no, can I help you? Then I looked, I was like, Chill? He's like, what's up, man? I'm like, I started laughing because he had his hair cut. He was clean cut. He was looking the part he should always look. And I remember I asked him what motivated him to do it. He said, my girl. Enough said. So that's why I'm saying, like, she didn't sit there and say, let him be bummy. She made suggestions. She found ways to get in his head and have him go, well, I should look better. That's right. You should look better. That's why I tell a lot of women out here, you got to motivate some men. You got to find ways to look at somebody who's not doing well and get them to do well. Because when he told me how his girl got him to do it, it was funny. She was like, you know what? You do something for me? And he was like, well, what do you want me to do? And she's like, would you cut your hair off for me? And he's like, well, yeah. And he did it. And that's all you got to do. Sometimes women, you just got to lay in some subliminal stuff. Sometimes you got to be direct. Sometimes you got to be indirect. But sometimes you have to motivate men to be better than what they are. If you have a man and you care about him, motivate him, ladies. Same thing with men. If you got a girl, motivate her. Sometimes brutal honesty is not something women want to deal with, but sometimes you got to be brutal with some women. Because I remember my father was that way with my mother. He told her one time, he said, why do you wear those kind of stockings when they don't make your legs look nice? And like I said, someone would take that as an insult. But she said to me something funny. My mother told me, she said, you know what? What he's saying was true. He wanted me to look better. He wanted me to look my best. So I did get stockings that made my legs look nice. She said, I got sheer stockings. I got stockings that matched my leg color. I didn't have anything that made me look odd or unusual. And that's what that whole thing is about. It's about making somebody be the best they can be. And that goes for men and women and for children. You have to motivate people. You can't just sit there and put a stick behind them, support them. You got to motivate people. Positive motivation, negative reinforcement, positive reinforcement, whatever you got to do to get that person to do better, do it. Otherwise, you're going to get that same piece of crap that's sitting on your couch right now. So like I said, ladies, if you really want to be a good woman, men, you really want to be a good man, support the person you're with, but also motivate them. Give them drive. Inspire them to do better. You'll be surprised what you get. You might be really surprised what you might get in a year or two. I've seen people like, you see that girl, first time you saw her, they looked okay, then you see them like 2 years later, it's like, whoa, 2 years later, she looks like a totally different person. She's looking good. She's that motivation. You can see that pep in her step. Same thing with ladies. Ladies, sometimes you can mold your man to be something really, really special. It's all about how you motivate them. So I said, get motivated and motivate the people you're with and stop supporting them all the time. Peace out.